Car Off. Which pro golfers has the best cars? Ian Poulter has a car collection worth more than $25 million. And the four-time Ryder Cup champion isn't the only pro golfer with some out-of-this-world machines. The best golfers know how to get the best vehicles, from Rory McIlroy's rare Bugatti Veyron to Rickie Fowler's custom Mercedes rides. And we're not talking about golf carts here. We mean magnificent race cars that make your eyes pop just gazing at them. In this video, we'll be showing you the best of cars owned by professional golfers. Stay with us until the end of the video to answer the question, which pro golfer has the nicest cars? What determines who can buy a car? The personality of the buyer or how much the buyer has in his pocket. Of course, it's about the money. In the case of Bubba Watson, if you're a PGA Tour loyalist yourself, you have to be put away the lousy blood you have towards him for joining the LIV Golf Series and acknowledge the former world number 2's rides. When you look at Bubba's car collection, it's easy to see why he is regularly one of the biggest drivers on the PGA Tour. Pun intended. Pun acknowledged? Big fan of TV series? Remember Bo and Luke from the Dukes of Hazzard? One of the most famous cars in Watson's collection is a one-of-a-kind 1969 Dodge Charger. Popularly known as the General Lee, Bubba acquired this beauty in 2012 at an auction, and although the $110,000 price tag might not be among the highest prices, this bootlegger-inspired car of the South is equipped with a 4-speed manual transmission and a powerful V8 483 cubic inch engine. Fans of the TV series would remember the long jumps, police chases, and the welded-shut car doors. Another of Bubba's 13-year worth 37 car collection is his custom-designed Ford F-150 SVT Raptor 4x4 Super Crew Cab. Now, that's a lengthy name. But when it took Mike Smith's fabrication of Huntington Beach and sports eyewear maker Oakley a full 6 months to complete modifications on the truck, it's only fair that it has a long name. With a massive Oakley logo branded into the hood, oversized high-performance off-road mud tires, and an interior with the best of leather and embroidered stitches, custom doors, and console all in lime green color, Bubba really knew what he wanted this truck to look like, feel like, and even smell like. For a little icing on the cake, the whole jet black and blue camouflage exterior are completely bulletproof. What a vehicle. Other sweet rides in Watson's collection include his custom 2014 C7 Stingray Z51 Coupe Corvette, a Mercedes-Benz SLK, and a BW1 custom hover golf cart by Neoteric Hovercraft Company. That's right, he owns a hovercraft too. One PGA defector now will give you a loyalist. A 4-time major winner, 100-week world number 1, and a man with over 30 PGA and European Tour wins combined, Rory McIlroy, MBE, is easily one of the best golfers in the world. But off the golf course, the Irishman is a massive car enthusiast, once racing Paris Hilton in an episode of motoring TV series The Grand Tour. Moreover, he owns one of the most exquisite car collections in the golfing world. To start with, he owns 2 Ferraris, a black Ferrari F430 with its head-turning style, performance, intoxicating engine notes, and exclusivity, and a Ferrari F12, which he bought from a name that had to be mentioned on this list, Ian Poulter, who is not only a fellow golfer but also an old friend of Rory. Next is his Range Rover. 2 days after McIlroy's Open Championship win in 2014 that saw him earn nearly $1 million, our car freak did a little self-gifting by getting himself an Overfinch Range Rover Sport. The car is well suited for the rugged hills in McIlroy's hometown of Hollywood back in Ireland, but now that he lives in Florida, that vehicle is probably just chilling in the garage for eye feasting. Now to the big dog. We're talking about Rory's Bugatti Veyron Sports Edition. You've probably never heard of it, right? Well, that's because it's the only one of 5 ever made. Apparently his dream car, everyone's dream car really, the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Super Sport, valued at £2 million, is the fastest street-legal sports car of its time, with Rory's own furnished with brown leather interior and a clean gray exterior. Ever need to outrun a cheetah? Give McIlroy a beep. Maybe he can lend you this beauty. Some of the other beasts hiding in Rory's collection include one of the fastest electric cars out there, a BMW i8, which he got as a promotional gift from the BMW company. A BMW M6 Grand, an Audi RS6, and a Lamborghini Aventador. Rory McIlroy loves his cars, and he sure loves them fast. Although he might not have the on-field career Rory has, Rickie Fowler's cars are not so bad. They aren't bad at all. In short, his car collection is mind-boggling. The PGA Tour golfer with a career-high world number 4 in 2016, the 35-year-old might just be a F1 star in an alternate universe. Not only is he a big fan of Formula 1, but he also grew up racing dirt bikes, riding with his dad since he was 3 years old. Before you accuse his old man of being irresponsible, he was actually a professional quad and three-wheel driver and would have loved Rickie to follow his own footsteps. Anywho, what Rickie Fowler didn't get to do on the dirt track, he indeed has accomplished in his garage. His longtime partnership with Mercedes is very obvious in his garage, owning quite a number of Mercedes. Probably his finest and definitely the best of his 2018 Mercedes-AMG GTS S Coupe. Worth about $200,000, the Mercedes-Fowler collaboration has the sweet car as its highlight with its sleek lines for both blazing speed aerodynamics and beauty on the exterior, a handcrafted 4.0-liter engine, and 515 horsepower. The inside of this silver beauty is furnished with the best and most comfy leather and sleek dash. Its trunk surely has space for 2 oversized golf bags. His other Mercedes includes a practical GLS 63 SUV, useful for tournament trips and hauling his golf gear, and an AMG 63. The 2010 PGA Tour Rookie of the Year also has a Ferrari 458 Italia that comes with a 4.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine that can go from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds and has a top speed of 210, worth $245,000. A Nissan GT-R and a Mitsubishi Evo X and a 1966 Mini, which he's had redone with a beautiful matte black body and orange wheels, all other members of Rickie's exquisite collection. Back to the LIV Golf now. We have a European Tour master with 12 wins on the tour and a 3-time PGA Tour winner, Ian Poulter. Known as the Postman, this English pro golfer is known for his impeccable style when it comes to clothing choices, but there's more. He's a football fan supporting Arsenal FC, and with his total career tournament earnings at $40 million and his net worth of $60 million, it's fair to say that he also has his own arsenal of cars. Believe it or not, this Ferrari fanatic has a car collection worth an estimated $25 million, with the 4-time Ryder Cup champion owning 14 Ferraris. 14! The total collection of Ferraris is worth 7 times more than its original selling price of over $3.5 million. And he's amongst a handful of car collectors that have managed to own one of each of the 5 supercars Ferrari has ever produced. Of the supercars, his 1985 Ferrari 288 GTO is one of his favorites, having had the opportunity to drive the winding roads in Europe. It's considered the first supercar Ferrari ever produced and is the predecessor of the iconic F40. With its 0 to 60 acceleration in just 4.8 seconds, this beauty has a top speed of 189 miles an hour. Another supercar is the Ferrari F40, specifically designed to celebrate Ferrari's 40th anniversary, and was the last Ferrari to be approved by Enzo Ferrari before his passing. The F40 was the fastest supercar ever produced by Ferrari back in 1989. Other cars in his Ferrari collection include his 2 Ferrari LaFerrari, which each worth $2 million, a Ferrari F50, a 2002 Enzo Ferrari, a 500 Barchetta, a 1986 Ferrari Testarossa, and a 275 GTB. And these aren't even all of his Ferraris. Despite having an award-winning Ferrari supercar collection, Ian Poulter also owns a Mercedes AMG GTS, a Mercedes G63, a Ford GT40, and a Porsche 911 GT2. Do you remember Rory McIlroy's 1 out of 5 ever made Bugatti Veyrons? Well, you found another. And guess where we found it? Of course, it's in Ian Poulter's garage. It's painted white though, and so he and Rory don't mix up their $2 million cars when they park it around the corner near the golf course. It goes without saying that the Postman wins this race of the best cars owned by golf pros. But we have an honorable mention for no one else than the golfer with the most honors, the greatest ever, Tiger Woods. Having led the golf money list for a record 10 seasons and a net worth of over $1.7 billion, it's only expected that he spends some of that money on some exciting rides. Some of the cars from his impressive car collection are a Cadillac Escalade, a Lamborghini Murcielago, a Buick Bengal, a Porsche Carrera GT, a Buick Veylite, Mercedes-Benz S65, 2 more Buicks, 1 Enclave, 1 LaCrosse, and a Lexus LS 460. Pro golfers make a lot of money for swinging their clubs and are not afraid to spend it on the best and priciest automobiles. Be it Ferraris, Lambos, Bugattis, or Mercedes, these men know how to ride in style and keep their garages looking classy. We all love a good ride, and so do our favorite golfers.